The Minister of Transport, Nzimande and MEC for Transport and Safety in the Eastern Cape, Weziwe Tikana, will lead various road safety activation programs in Nelson Mandela Bay today. Well, this forms a part of the long weekend period, which covers Freedom Day and tomorrow's Workers' Day celebrations. Minister Nzimande's visit to the Eastern Cape follows the release of the 2018 preliminary Easter Road Safety Report in Cape Town last week, which indicated that the Eastern Cape had the fourth highest fatalities in the country. Well, for more on the story, we now cross live to our reporter, Jayed-leigh. Good morning to you, Jayed. Take us through what is planned for today. And I do believe you're also with the MEC for Transport and Safety in the Eastern Cape.
Yes, good morning to you, Pearl, and good morning to the viewers. I am crossing to you from the Addo Road here in Motherwell, which is one of the busiest streets here in Nelson Mandela Bay. There have been several accidents over the last couple of months, and particularly this road. If I can just step out of shot and my cameraman Blom can show you that right now they are conducting a traffic blitz, just ensuring that motorists are adhering to the rules of the road, that they are, that they are licensed, that their cars are in good use, and just also preparing for May Day, which is going to be happening in Nelson Mandela Bay tomorrow. So really it is just a precautionary measure, ensuring that all the vehicles on the roads are licensed, that people have their licenses, and that they are adhering to the rules of the road. As we know, that preliminary findings of the national traffic has indicated that 59 people died during Easter, and that we are the fourth province with the highest accident rates at the moment. But it is true that Minister of Transport Nzimande will be in Nelson Mandela Bay throughout the day. He will be going to various blitzes, and he will be speaking to commuters, speaking to passengers, but he will also be going to beneficiaries who have lost their loved ones on the roads, and he will be speaking to the Road Accident Fund beneficiaries, just consoling them and taking them through that process. But with me right now, I do have the Transport MEC, Weziwe Tikana, and she's going to be talking about the program that will be rolled out in Nelson Mandela Bay, and also why come to Nelson Mandela Bay, why come to the Eastern Cape province as a whole. Good morning, ma'am. Let's get right into it. The Eastern Cape is the fourth highest accident zone, in the entire country. With regards to safety on the roads, what is government doing to ensure that commuters as well as, people traveling throughout the province are going to be safe on this long weekend?
Good morning, and good morning to all SABC viewers. First of all, let me send condolences to the families of the victims of crashes who were with Jayed-leigh during this weekend. Indeed, we are sending heartfelt condolences to them. However, we are saying they must be strong. That is the result of what we are doing now. We were confronted with a number of accidents during the past years, and the preliminary results, as you've said, we are placed in number 4. Of course, we don't like that. We are doing road safety education to this area. This area was affected. The high rate of those who died is through it's pedestrians who are walking through the streets. That's the reason, because this is one of the risky areas as identified by RTMC. We took a decision, therefore, that we must come to this area in all the identified area. The program started on the 24th of April. We'll be closing it today. We're doing road safety education, roadblocks, search and seizures. Also, we're patrolling during the night. Hence, we've arrested more than 113 people. 85 of those were arrested through drunken driving, and others were those who were in possession of warrant of arrest. That's the reason why we'll focus on road safety education. Pedestrians are affected more. Those are the people who raised our number of deaths and the statistics in the area. Of course, people are moving from other side to another side of the area. Services are found on the other side of the street. They are crossing through the traffic circles. Then we said, let's focus here. There is a pedestrian crossing. There are traffic lights. However, it means we have to do more in educating people and also the schoolgoers.
And this is also at the backdrop of that nationwide bus strike. We also see that taxis are becoming more, ingested. They are picking up more people, working, twice as hard as they usually would work when the buses are on the streets. The traffic control also pulling over taxi drivers to ensure that they're not overloading.
That's become a challenge because most of our accidents are through overloading, drunken driving, reckless drivers. It's indeed a challenge. Hence, we are having an interdisciplinary team which constitutes of our law enforcement officers, Nelson Mandela Metro Police officers, the RTMC, National Traffic Police, and members of South African Police Services who are doing roadblocks, who are searching all vehicles. Indeed, vehicles will be impounded, of course.
Thank you. That was MEC for Transport in the Eastern Cape, Weziwe Tikana, speaking about the roadblocks that will be occurring in Nelson Mandela Bay throughout the day. Minister of Transport, Jayed-leigh is also expected to join on this later on this morning, where they will be going to various spots in Nelson Mandela Bay, ensuring that motorists adhere to the rules of the road, as well as pedestrians, that they know the rules of the roads. It's back to you in studio, Pearl.
And that was, of course, our reporter Jayed-leigh coming to us from the Eastern Cape.